think Stark's overall idea of trying to get away from the number and the American obsession with counting score. And I know this sounds new agey and weird, and this guy was not new agey and weird, but really just appreciating the fact that you're on a golf course in a beautiful setting, that golf ball is sitting there doing nothing, and you are going to propel it forward, and let yourself go a little bit and do it. That has really been the biggest thing for me. And of course, that's years ago, there was a funny quote from Brad Faxon. He's on a practice putting green at Westchester, I think it was. And they said, "Oh, Brad, what are you working on?" And he said, "Not caring." But there's a lot to that. Those two words are really the study of a lifetime. But of course, it's not really not caring. It's really more like letting yourself go. And I think that's one of the things that we all love about golf so much, is that modern life gives you so few opportunities to let go. And now, you're on that golf course and your cell phone is either ringing or you've turned it off, and then you're worried about who's trying to reach you. It's harder and harder to let go, but it's more and more important than ever.
I wish I could find the portion of the book that John Stark compares the American version of golf to the Scottish version of golf, or the version that he grew up with. I think he even had issues with a little bit of the modernization in Scotland at the time, or that the American version.
No question.
What do you think, fast forward to now, is where do you see those two worlds? Because I've been over there, I've been inspired. Part of NewClub in our golf society is the inspiration of links culture, what it is to play golf there versus here. Do you feel like in America we're going to move more that direction? Do you think we're going to move further away from it? Where's the game here headed?
Interesting question, Matt. Just a quick note on that. I can't remember precisely who was in this conversation, but I think it was like Jay Haas and Fred Couples and others of that ilk, and maybe Mark Lemire. I'm really not sure. But they went over and they were going to play in the British Open Championship at Muirfield. And they were talking about some of the other nearby courses. And one of the guys says, "Yeah, how about that Lough Ness New? It's from 1880. What's new about it?" So when I think about your new club, that comes to mind. I'll answer your question, but a lot of it is wish fulfillment as I'm answering it. I wish we had a simpler game, fewer clubs, browner courses, shorter walks between greens and tees, more golf in twosomes and threesomes, fewer tee times, more honor boxes, and a more casual game. And I mean, the handicapping system, Matt, if I played 2 holes of golf with you, I could almost guarantee you that I could figure out what you and I need to do to have a match to make it even. And by the way, the half stroke, there's not enough emphasis. I have a friend, Bert McHugh, we played a lot of golf over the years. He's a lot better than I. And he gives me a half stroke a hole for 18 holes. So you never tie a hole. So you could be 4 down, but if I can make 4 straight pars, he's not going to make 4 straight birdies. He could, but not too likely. I'm going to get myself back in the match. And I can't make 4 straight pars, and he can't make 4 straight birdies, but I don't make 4 straight pars too often. But the point is, if you know each other's games, you can figure it out. It's funny, I've heard, you've read the book, many won't know what I'm talking about, but there's this secret little 6-hole golf course called Achnafree in the book. Well, I've heard from readers who have found Achnafree. If you want to find it, knock yourself out, but I'm not going to tell you how to get there.
I had that on my question list, is where is it? How do I get there? Have you been back?
I have been back.
Was it as special as you remembered?
It was different. John Stark, the Scottish golf professional who took me there, he was there for one of the visits. He came with me, and that was really special. And then he died. I wonder if I'm misremembering this. But I feel like I went definitely once with John Stark after the book came out, and that was special because it was John Stark. And then I feel like I went one other time after he died, and it was just a different experience. But having said all that, you only get to do a new thing once, and after that, it's different. It's like watching The Godfather. I love The Godfather. My Dinner with Andre. I love My Dinner with Andre. But whatever you, and you'll get things upon multiple viewings. You watch the 2019 Masters and it was a different experience for you the second time you watched it. So all these things are different when you go back.